We're live now, it says.
Hey, I've got to
no, that's
walk
not
outside and...
That is not it. That is not it. Are we live? Okay, that one shows live. Let's see if we can go over here and look at it. So, refresh. Oh, there we are. Okay. Having technical difficulties. Please stand by. Sorry for that.
Having technical
There we go.
Please stand by. Sorry for that.
Okay. Can you hear me? It shows we're back on. So, I don't know what happened. Something happened, but can you hear me? Big job. Can you? Oh, you hear me? Okay, good. Wait, I lost everybody about 5 minutes ago. So I am hopeful that we stay engaged this time. So I am in the process of tearing down this Scotty, and got all the screws. I guess you can see me here, out here, and they're coming out real nice. It's coming out real nice. This might have to be a short live. I don't know. Here it comes. That's good. All right, as I was saying, we're going to have to find a screen for that. I think I can make it right here, actually. Yeah, I can. I can make the screen here. But it just opens here, and then hopefully it cranks out. Oh, it does. That's always nice. I'm not going to push it because it's been sitting there a long time. We need to WD-40 it. This little hinge right here just kind of keeps it closed when you're on the road. I was just getting ready to run to the post office before they close for lunch. Oh, I just got done with lunch. I think we're on the same situation. Well, Gary, I'm trying to tear down this Scotty, this 13 Scotty, because I made the decision to go ahead and build the 13-foot Highlander, which was not a thing from Scotty, from Cerro Scotty. So, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the chance on it. And so far I have, oh goodness, something happened to the live stream when I started, so we're restarting it. But I took this eyebrow off, came off real nice, and I got this off. I'm going to walk it in here real quick and set it safely on world headquarters. It's just so doggone windy here today. I mean, it's better than it was. We had a real bad north wind, but it's warming up when the sun's out. Yeah, I'm gonna probably do a lot of these as I'm going. Sometimes I wonder if I leave some things out, if people might want to see more details, they can watch this. We have a key thing called the Cutters Club, people who change the profile shapes of vintage trailers, and you are now a member in good standing. Oh, well, I don't know. If that makes them happy, I guess maybe they might want to give me an interview before they put me in their club. I don't know. I'm sure they're just nice and decent people. How long you figure this build will take? Just about every build of this size takes me about 100 hours. It just depends on how much I want to work. I'm pretty motivated on this. So 3-4 weeks. If I slow down, more. More snow for Gary. 3 inches of snow. Dang going, Gary. Take a break. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing I did. I got this square head like Scotty always uses. Now I got my bucket so I can put my screws in it. And all I got to do here is try to take this. Oh, there it comes. Should. Sometimes when they paint over them, it makes it harder to get this little guy in there. I think I'm going to move this way. Maybe might be a better shot anyway. I just put my screws down here in this bucket so I don't run over them when I get to mowing. Yeah, I don't know. These lives, I usually use StreamYard, and I set them up instead of just going live, and I don't know. I probably did something wrong on it. 3 to 4. Okay, no, thank you. No snow. I'm done with the snow. It snowed. I was in Ohio. I don't know. You probably didn't see that. I was gone all last week to Ohio to visit my family. Had a very, very nice visit. Saw some old friends, some old wrestling colleagues, friends, coaches. Really, really enjoyed that trip. The roads were terrible in Indiana. Oklahoma was okay, which is got that off without much trouble at all. But Oklahoma's not known for our good roads, but we were kind of stellar, really, compared to Indiana. I've never seen those roads. I've made that trip 30 times. I've never seen the roads in that condition before. It was terrible. Of course, the first 6 hours I got up about 2 a.m. and started, and so it was dark. It was real dark. Once you get outside of Terre Haute and between that and Indianapolis, there's nothing. So it's real dark. So trying to dodge potholes and it was just ridiculous. I will do everything I can to dodge Indiana from now on. Took Route 66, which is I-44, from Tulsa to about 400 miles, almost, I think, to St. Louis. It's the 100th anniversary of the Mother Road, which goes right through. It goes right through my town that I live in now, Sand Springs. So it's not very far at all. Gary, I knew you would have to build something to keep. Yeah, I've got some other projects in there, but I don't know. It doesn't turn me on like campers do. But I think everybody's gonna like them. These other projects, I think they're fun. But I intend on doing. I think I just said that. I can't remember how I started. Just doing a lot of these. So you just kind of got to hit the bell, so you can. Just when I'm able to do something, I'm just going to pop on here, and then if you click the bell, it'll tell you when I'm doing this. I don't want to really do a scheduled one and then miss the schedule. I'd feel bad if I did that. These are coming right out. If you remember, this is the one that we got from Nikki of Nikki and Larry fame. She ran up. She needed a part. She needed the Bargman off it. She's for one of her campers, and she ran up there and got this whole trailer and kept the Bargman and sold me the rest. I was pretty grateful for that I didn't have to make that 2 or 3 hour trip that she made. Everybody ended up happy on that deal. These little campers like this. I don't know when they started putting more than 110, 125 volt service. I don't know when they stopped doing that, but I think really unless you started cranking a whole lot in there. I think it'd probably be okay anyway. Just here, it gets so hot, you'd have to have the AC on full time. And then maybe if your compressor kicked in on your fridge, you'd probably still be okay with those two, I think. But then, some people like to make a coffee maker so they can have their cappuccino. Rambler from Vancouver. Good to see you, Rambler. Yeah, it's still morning there. It's not morning here. Let's see. Got to do camera work and talk. This is that a Bargman? I know there were some. No, this is Tide product, it says. I like to save these if I can, because sometimes people need a bridge to nowhere, like my pal Gary did one time. And I saved it, and he put it to good use. We're obviously going to go new skin, because if you're going to build a Highlander, we're going to have to add. I was trying to estimate what people did for the bump, and I was seeing somewhere around a foot, which would be a lot. I don't know. I'm gonna do some closer searching on that. Try not to break this. Because you can tell, because wherever the door kind of stops, where it would stop normally, which we can see. Well, let's just go look. That came off in one piece. That's good. There he says, I always go at least 30 amp if there's a fridge in it. Yeah, I do everything 30 amps. So, they kind of keep it pretty close. So I'm not even so sure that they don't come down on the real Highlanders a little bit shorter here. And we know that this is a 3-inch break. And I think they come right above it like that. Or, well, like they would come in. Can you even see my arm? I'll tell you. And I'll have to look again. I was just kind of once over in it, but I think they come and they'll cut it about here and then come up. Like they keep it pretty close to where this eyebrow would be. And then they start their descent up this way. And from where it stops, just for the sake of argument, let's say it stopped here, there would be 4 of these bumps, which mean that it would be about a foot. That's what I'm just, for my first once over, because I was like, I wonder if I'm going to be able to get that in a half a sheet. So I think I will. Well, let's just measure it. I mean, we're just standing here talking, right? So, from Max, that first sheet right here is usually, with a hem at the bottom, is usually somewhere between, see, this one isn't even 48. That's 47 and probably a half dipped in there. And theirs is a little bit over 48, almost pushing 49. And so these, if I remember correctly, 19 or 20. That'd be about 21. So no, they won't be able to get that. No, 48 would be 20, 24. There'd only be one more bump, so it won't work. So we just have to go with. But that's the cool thing about Max. They just charge you. It's not by the sheet. It's by what you use. It's square footage by what you use. So yeah, it's going to add a little cost to it. It's going to bump up right in front of the doors. How I'm seeing it, make that little. That was terrible. Going to go like that, and up and down. It's not that much more, but it's really going to add to the look of this thing. As long as we're standing here, might as well take this off right here. Stay right there. I'm going to run in the house real quick because I think there's a setting that I need to hit. I'm going to hit that. in the house real quick, but I got that setting, so hopefully you can hear me and see me, and you can see me now. Can you see me now? All right. So let's get back to, this is just a, if you need a bathroom break, now's the time. So this is just like the other side, only in a mirror reverse. This, somebody replaced with plexi. We'll have to get some real glass for it. Kind of think this Highlander is going to be pretty nice. I mean, I like for all my stuff to be nice, obviously, but I'm going to maybe take some cues from my wife's camper, that Shasta, and try to make it so that you're not just buying a gimmick trailer. Oh, there's none of those, which I think adds a little value to it. But I want it to also be really nice, real clean, because it is a Highlander. It doesn't need to be fancy. It needs to be smooth and it needs to be clean. And that's really kind of what I mean when I say a little something extra. Because some campers really like to save this. Somebody went, put some, looks like silicone or something on this, of course. Try not to bend it too bad. Get one started, and then it'll come on. But anyway, some people do want a fancy camper, and some people want just that good old clean vintage look. Kind of a rich look, not rich like wealthy, rich in color and design, I guess. All right. This is terrible. Dang. What the heck? Yeah. I don't know if I can save that one or not. I've probably got a couple of them. Did you know your picture is backwards, isn't it? Well, I don't know how to change that. I think that's because we're going vertically. Maybe there is. I don't know. Maybe you're backwards, Gary. Do you ever think of that? That's what happens with cell phones. Oh, okay. So it's just because I'm doing it vertically. We usually do it horizontally, but you have the opportunity for them for YouTube will. So that's what everybody says. They will push this out vertically to more people rather than horizontally. Just one of those changes they're making. Like they're not recommending long form videos as much as they used to. Now everything is going to the short form, and that's by their word. I read that from them in the creator studio or whatever it is, and I don't know. I do a couple of shorts here and there just for fun, but I just think if you're going to try to give good examples for people, you might need longer than 3 minutes. And, so that's what it is. Depends if you use the front camera on the phone or the back camera. YouTube sucks. That was mobile tech, YouTube overlords. Ain't not wrong. Yeah, they a lot of times businesses, people trying to make money, they have to go to the lowest common denominator or the lowest, big group. So it's like if you just go to regular places to eat, let's say, like I don't go often to very nice places to eat, but I have. And when I want to spend money out, I have to go somewhere nice because I am a very good cook, patting myself on the back. I have worked on that skill and I have gotten very good at it. But I've ruined myself for regular dining choices. Because once you know what the right spice is and how to cook it properly, when you go out to a normal place to eat, you'll realize they're making hospital food. It's pretty bland normally. And that's why you see salt and pepper at People putting salt and pepper on stuff because it's hospital food. It has to a wide range of people. You can't just market to people who like good food if you're trying to get a butt in the seat every 15, 20 minutes. And so I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, YouTube. So people have some people, a majority in a certain age group, have a very short attention span, and they just sit all day scrolling through shorts, and that's why we're getting that. That's why you get other things like that. People aren't they don't have any reason to have a long attention span or memorize phone numbers. We don't need that anymore. Should, but I prefer landscape over portrait mode. Me too. If everything on YouTube goes strictly to portrait mode, I go away. No, it's just it won't. The shorts are going to be there. Like I do all of my long form horizontally or in landscape form, and the reason for that is I want you to see more. Because if I am building this trailer for you, I want you to see as much as you can see. But that won't go away because there's still a lot of people in my age group that prefer the other way. But the lives and the shorts will be in this format, unfortunately. Jeffrey Dahmer did like restaurants, but he loved the help. Oh, we'll just let that one sit right there. Right there. Well, so far, all of these windows that I think I have the other one off to the side, but I don't think it was attached when I got it, but I do have a replacement. But I may do something different with this being a Highlander because, at least on the not the door side, I'm going to put one of those small windows towards the back where the bump out is because they had the bunks back there and they always put those up there for the bunk. So I'm going to do that. I don't know if you guys have gone over to on Facebook. I started posting a lot over on just straight vintage campers. It's Scott Simpson. Simpson? No, I think it's Scott Campbell. Wait. I have to look now. Scott invited me over there. I've talked to him a little bit here and there, and he invited me over to post some things, and it's worked out great. We have had a great response. So if you want to, of course, you go to Rob the Rebuilder Facebook, you'll see all my stuff, but just posting some stuff over there as well to try to build a bigger audience, get some more people kind of introduced to what we're doing here. Because sometimes it's just pictures of campers, and occasionally somebody will talk about building one, but I guess the only way to make that grow a little bigger is to expose people to it. And very thankful to Scott for inviting me. So if you get a chance, go over there and like his page. He's a good guy. Most definitely. There's 20,000 followers on that Facebook page. That's pretty big these days. Get out of there. This one wants to fight. There it comes. Got one screw that wouldn't come out. Okay. We're having good luck so far with these windows. Yeah, the part I dislike the most is taking the J-rail off. I know it's not J-rail. Taking the J-rail off because it's usually the devil's nails sometimes don't come out. You just got to fight them. Dexter Matinee. Hey, Dexter, what's up, man? A big job. I didn't take that out, big job. I don't know. Did you? I don't know what kind of what they got on here. Good job. What kind of finish are you thinking of for the exterior? Shiny or two-tone? No, I'm going to go traditional. I don't want him to. I want him to just look at it and know that's exactly it's a Highlander. But what the wait, something's not right. What's going on here? That's what I'm going for. Mobile Tech says stubborn screws are what I use vampires for. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it was bad taste. There you go again. Okay. But really, since I am not going to reuse anything, I'm not going to reuse the J rail. Not going to reuse any of the skin. So I don't even care. I have the grinder sitting out here. I do not care. I fought those. I used to try to save that stuff, trying to save a buck, and really I was just wasting my time. I just don't do it anymore. Don't do it. So I don't even bother pulling them out. If they don't come out when I rip it up or put a crowbar on it, I'll grind it. The heck with it. Sometimes people reuse their skin, and I've done that a lot. I just haven't done it in a long time because Max is so close to me here, and their pricing is good. They take care of me over there, and anybody that I've sent over there always says they did them right. Good family-owned business. They're cool. One time I was having a discussion with a young couple. I helped to finish their camper, which I normally don't do, that, but they were a very nice young couple with a couple of young kids, and I told them, man, you really just need to put some new skin on this. This is a beautiful camper. Done a good job on the inside. Beautiful camper. Well, why should we go with new skin? I said, well, return on investment. It might be a little different now. I don't know, just the way things are going. Prices up, prices down now. But your return on investment, the more you can make it look like a new camper that's not a new camper, I think you're going to get your money back. And you may even get some offers you might have thought you wouldn't have got. Kind of my opinion on that. But, But I've never had a customer complain about new skin. Generally, I don't offer that as an option, no. We did that on Tracy's little tiny camper, but Tracy's my friend, and she's cool to hang out with, so we just did that on her. She brought help with her, so I didn't have to sit there and grind it out, and that's what it is. It's just sanding. You got to start with about an 80 grit, work your way down to a 220 grit, just get it smooth as you can get it. Some big thick primer on it, and then paint it. And so just a normal 13-foot trailer, 13-foot Scotty, somewhere around 13 to 1500, roof and everything. So I mean, how much of your time are you going to spend doing that? And then you got to paint it anyway. But I guess I've got to paint the top stripe. I don't mind doing just a little bit. I don't like painting, period. Come on. Stubborn. I'm wondering if I need a new bit in here. What's happening? No, that one's coming out. My favorite is when I get down here to the bottom and they're using 2-inch bolt head screws. Come on, there we go. I've already got this door. When it came in, I was having another one made, so I sent this one to get made too. So I've got it sitting up in the rafters. Let me go get this new screw head. Oop, get off of there. All right. I brought my hammer just in case. I'm not in the mood to put up with any shenanigans today. Oh, with that, we've lost another J-rail supplier over here in the west, so it's been tough to find lately. Yeah, I get all mine from Max Aluminum. I usually order 20 at a time because I couldn't find any for a long time before I got hooked up with Max. And every time I found them, I'd get extra and run out. Because if you run out once, or you only need one piece, you're just going to be mad about it. And I think a 14-foot stick is only 25 bucks. And I think it takes 1, 2, 3 with the interior drop down. I think it's only 4 on this little camper. So 100 bucks for new J-rail or trailer roof edging, as I guess it's really called. It's J-rail to me, just because it makes the purists mad when I say it. Purists shouldn't be watching me anyway. They ought to know better. Somebody took the time to put a little extra trim down here, which doesn't look bad, but I don't know if they did it because they needed something to screw into or what. Is what I think it really is. But if you don't know when you're making them, maybe it's your first time, you just don't know. Okay. Whew. Now, see if we can pry this off. I don't know. I'm only concerned of these 2. Is it 2 or is it just, yeah, it's 2 down here. No, it's not liking that. That's for sure. Just don't play around with these guys anymore. Just learn to be careful and grind that sucker off. Hey, what's wrong with you? There we go. Piece of cake. That's so much easier than fighting it. I don't like fighting them anymore. Hey, all right. That's making hay. Anybody need a screen door? Because, that's one of the things I kind of mean when I talk about maybe an upgrade that's not a gigantic amount of money, is when we use those screen doors that Chris Abbey makes us custom. Then on there, he can burn into the wood Highlander, Scotty Highlander. Just get the template off the internet, and then you open that up, and there's that beautifully amber shellac new screen, and then it says Highlander on it. That just takes your breath away. At least it does me. I don't know. I think you guys are like me a little bit. So, I mean, probably by the time I got this rescreened and what the heck was that? Get it rescreened and shined up, and then tried to find that middle piece. It's just not worth it to not have Chris Abbey do it. Just does such beautiful work. I think you guys probably saw that one that he did on my trailer, Lilette's trailer. Man, every time I open the door, I'm just like, that's so nice. So nice. Okay, wait a minute. Good thing about these Scotties, they make me feel tall. I don't think I got to get a step stool. No, I do have to get the right bit. Okay. Oh, it's spinning. There we go. Yeah, I guess a stool wouldn't be bad. I just make my arms hurt. I was talking to a gal on the phone. I talked to her before. She has a 68 15-foot Scotty Highlander, kind with the slanted windows. They look cool. They're not all that easy to replace the glass in. You got to kind of take them to somebody who knows what they're doing. And then they try to get you to get tempered glass and all that, and that just gets expensive. But hers looked like they were all in good shape. But she tore it down and then had some health concerns, and it's been sitting there and asked me if I wanted to buy it. And I don't know. I just don't know what if the market is going to recover. So I had to pass on it for right now. And I did tell her that if any of my people, I run across any of my people that want it, I think she's in Virginia, that I would give them her number and go get it. You probably get it pretty reasonable for a Highlander. You know, if that's your thing, you're welcome to send me a message and I'll put you in touch with her. Nice lady. Feel sorry that she's not going to get her camping dream rolling right now. Let's see. Don't have, let me go here. What is that? Let's see, we don't have, I wonder if maybe she brought that and it was just on the inside. Maybe. I'm sure I've got other ones. Yeah. Hang tight. I'm going to run in and get a camera. You know, I forgot to film this before I tear it down so terribly. Let's see, where we at here? The only two solid plywood trailers I've done are the Scotsman and the Mainline. I've done a lot of them. I've done a few with the stick build, like my current one right now, but I'm cutting my own glass now to save money. Well, that's a skill I am not familiar with. I got this little GoPro for when I was vacationing in my wife's country. That's a nice little camera, really. Oh, yeah. You guys are going to get some behind the scenes action. Okay, 19. I think this is a 67 or 5. Scotty tearing it down. Got the windows out. They're all coming out real nice. Just wanted to take you through. Most of the eyebrows are coming out. As you can see, it's a 13-foot. One window in the back, one in the very back. That's the next thing we're going to out. Interior. Let's go inside real quick. Most of it is out. We do have the front is still in there, but otherwise, no. There's nothing. Not a thing. But everything's in good shape that we need. Wheel wells, some extra trim, my tools. This is the one that we're going to turn into a 13-foot Highlander. So you're going to want to stay tuned as I take you through this. And now I'm going to tear some more down, and then I'll show you my destruction. All right, thanks for hanging with me on that. I appreciate it. Sometimes you just got to do too much at one time. And usually I would just use my phone. But I am using my phone for your purposes and mine. We're in this together. That wind's kind of making me a little jumpy. Good job. What camera do you prefer to use for my videos? I like to just use my iPhone. They're so good now. And they're easy for me to use. And they're easy for me to transfer to Russ to do the editing. That's important. But now that GoPro's cool. It's got a lot of things that it'll do, but you can't give me too much leeway. I don't need to think about things too much. But that's a great camera. It's a great camera. Not somewhere real fancy. Not fancy, but beautiful, like in the Philippines. Oh, it captures everything. Everything. Every detail. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Don't tag. Love watching other people work. Yeah, that's not a bad way to go. Now I got to get myself out to the shop. All right, go on now. Job 4 says, really? Man, let me see if we can get this way, maybe. I don't know. That wind is, it's usually, I mean, trying to make that into a sail, I guess. Let me get my parts and pieces here. This is just one big fold out. The whole thing is going to come out. Oh, that's the wrong. Yeah, that's in my pocket. Okay. Hey, if you don't mind, guys, jump on that thumbs up button. I would appreciate it. Big jobs on top of that, for sure. I appreciate you for hitting the hype button. Big job. And the thumbs up. You're always good at that. I appreciate it. A lot of people do, I think. Do the thumbs up anyway. If you know where the hype button is and you feel like hyping something, you can go to one of our videos and it's free, you know. Bristow, right there. Oh, that's good. Actually, I think that Mix Aluminum bought a property that they work out of, and it's the old factory where they made these. It doesn't have anything of that nature left. Well, there goes the sun, or the wind. That's the problem. I don't know. Try to do something nice out here, and the wind comes whipping down the Oklahoma plain. But yeah, they don't have anything left over from those days, but it's the building. That wind is crazy. It's really not that bad. It's just that little, it's kind of like a sail. That's what it's making. So now we gotta go inside and open this up. This is kind of like the front. It's got that latch on it right here. Oh no, don't tell me this isn't gonna work. I think we found our first problem right there. Well, shoot. Let me see if I can, I'm gonna try and pry it open. Don't want to kill it. Feels like it's being held in by this thing. Maybe it was, I don't know. There it goes. Oh, wait a minute. I think it was just stuck right there. And if we put some WD in there, I think we're in tall cotton. That would be all right. Man, we don't need this wind. It's supposed to just kind of be warm up and just acting right. Which seems like that'd be okay for me. See, sometimes these don't even open far enough hardly to get this top screw out. I wonder 65 if they were still, they probably weren't putting screws in by hand, but they were using screw guns. I was just a wee little lad at that point, so I couldn't tell you. What is that? That doesn't even make sense. What is it? Huh. Well, there's always going to be a mystery device somewhere. Come on. There we go. Ugh. Those ones that got in the weather, they just don't want to give up the ghost. The ones that are up here generally come right out, that are well cared for, except that one. Come on, buddy. There you go. Ooh, there's a... What does yellow markings on a black spider mean? Death from above? Maybe. Now these, just flying right out, they were covered up by the eyebrow. Jumper. Make for good YouTube, I guess. One more. Okay. Oh, hey, I need access there, buddy. Yeah, it's wallered out. That one's wallered out. I don't even know what that is anymore. I think we'll start with the hammer first. See if, because they may just be rotted out anyway. Yeah. Okay, now let's see if this guy wants to play ball or not. Maybe. Yeah. Skin gave loose. Let's see if we can make that happen down here. No. Yeah. We know what we have to do, so let's do it. Thanks, wind. That was great. Well, here. All right. What about now? Looks like things were off kilter. I don't know if I've lost power. Oh, there it goes. We should be good now. Okay, we're back on. Okay. Yeah, when it fell down, the receiver kind of kicked out a little bit. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. Yeah, that's the trouble with doing things outside. That wind will get you. All good. Okay. All right. Let's see, it's not going to be good for these screws right here. This metal frame on here is so thin, I'm just trying to be super careful. Let's see if we got it. That one's gonna cause a fight right here. There we go, we got it. All right, let's see if we can screw this back down. Have to remember before I quit, I'm gonna put WD on that. I am going to, there's a couple pieces in there. I don't know if you can see them, but I want to take out before I go too crazy. All right. One thing that I kind of like saving and putting, this is terrible, get on there. Putting back in are these, are right there. I think they're just a nice piece that people really like. And they do look vintage, so that's cool. I'll try and save these. Oh, right there we go. Well, that is too big a bit. If they use the screw on the Scotty, I got a bit for it. I promise you that. This is in really phenomenal shape. Come out of there. Look how nice that is. Find a good spot for that. I used to have a Highlander one because they'll say Highlander on them. I don't know if I gave that to somebody because I didn't know if I'd ever do a Highlander. Now here I am, Highlandering. Let's see. What are the chances of the, hey, vent works. We're not going back with that. So we're not going to be concerned. Down here, you can see I've got a bunch of trim. Some of it I may want to reuse. Like this, it's going to be, it's not rotted out and it's double nailed in. So I don't think that it will come out reasonably enough for us to reuse it. Yeah, not a chance. But this piece looks pretty good. Just never can find that red piece up there, unfortunately. Oh, hey, hey. There's the door we were looking for. How about that? That's a goodie. So I don't otherwise see anything. They didn't leave me anything. I'll take this off because I may save this if it's not in too terrible a shape. Sometimes there's only one or two in each one. I pretty soon I'll have a set. I don't know. I don't know. There's nothing in here to even work on. So we may start on the J rail. This will be great because it's windy out. So when it's windy, it's always fun to handle full sheets of aluminum. It's bad enough on this camera. How you like that? I like it. Okay. Let's see, how do I usually do this? Been a minute since I've done a full-size camper. Or even close to a full-size camper. You know, those teardrops. I'll tell you. That this tripod I'm using is great on a flat surface in the shop. All right. May run a few of these. Oh, look at what I did. What an idiot. Trash. May run these windows in so that I don't do that again for return performance. You know, I think I just really like these 13 footers because they're so small and easy to tear down. I really do just enjoy the process. I really like the process of building and rebuilding and that kind of thing. Hey, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Huh. I'll take it. Let me get my hammer back. Got my tool holder over here that I think I will turn into a step stool. Make my life maybe a little easier. Okay. I'm off of there now. As long as it'll keep moving. ran into a little trouble. Try to get this together. Falling on the ground is not the best position for that to be in. Yeah, 10-year-old of these just popped out like not a hair in the world, and there's one that's holding up the whole progress. Like, I'm gonna do my job. And this neighbor says you're not. Really, we don't even need to take the J-rail off necessarily. It can stay connected to the roof, throw it all away as one piece. We just got to be able to get this skin down, because I still will use this as a template before I throw it away. I don't know. Maybe down this way is it better? Just trying to stay out of the wind, really, is all I'm trying to do, but see that wind's trying to take it right there. Maybe if I go further out this way. Just see, being in that vertical really just limits to what you can see. That's the way we are today. We're making good progress. Awkward. Maybe we can get that bottom piece off. Yeah, that's 2 bottom pieces. Some idiot put those 2-inch screws in it. Ooh, that was good. That guy took his job serious too. Come on, almost, screw. Up. Tape hold, like the Gorilla tape is something else. We're allowed to turn loose. Ta-da! One piece down. Down here, trouble. guy. Oh, we got some comments. Good job. You have anyone around here that sandblasts? I knew you'd be doing them for you. I got a 600-pound Clemco Baster, the air-fed hood and diesel air compressor. Wow, that is cool. Now I don't know who does that around here. Me with a wire wheel. Frame would be beautiful. Oh, absolutely. A frame that nobody will ever see except me. That's the only problem when you do that. Kind of doing it for your own kind of personal reasons, but it does look beautiful when you do that. Let's see, what do we... Oh gosh, there's every screw known to man on here. So I think I will just start with this one and take as many out as I can, and then just change to the next screw head. I'll leave that one in so it doesn't fall on my head. That wind will take this and run with it, no questions asked. Got some roofing, metal roofing screws. That's what we're working on with screw number one. Roof screws. Well, you know, 1.5, 2-inch screw. That's about right, huh? Let's see, there's more down here at the bottom. I've got an idea. I think it will work. Where is my bucket? The first one, probably right by my feet. No. Oh, all the way to the... But I think I'm going to do, maybe if I lower the tripod, that will make it less unstable. But I can adjust, let's see, I can adjust this way. Maybe come out here. Let's try that. That might be okay. Watch that for a little bit, and Flat Tire Boulevard you live on. I keep track of all of them. And if I don't, I'll find them in my tire. Have not had that problem yet. I tried to be super careful. Let me know how this view works for you. If it's better, worse, or they're both bad. That's all of those except for the ones that are folded up. So next, we will be using square head Scotty screws. We'll go for those now. Should have wore a belt. Would help. Number 2, I guess. Oh, no, here's one more. Come on. Oh, you know what's going to happen to you. Crazy like that. All right, now, flathead screw for screw number 3. whoever did this is probably like me, just had a bunch of screws lying around. We might as well use them. They're free. Well, the sun is coming out and the wind has died down. For now, it's feeling pretty good out here. It's only supposed to be 61, but the way that sun helps out sometimes. Right, now, screw head number 4 is a Phillips head. And these look to be exterior. Yep, I'm on it. 3.5 inches. Gotta make sure you make it to the other side of the trailer, I guess. Wow. That's some work right there. Those were not in there very long when this guy got parked. They're not in bad shape, but they are exterior as well, so. Extras. There's why they were 3.5-inch screws. Oh, hey, and there's a nail. Okay. So nail, I guess, will be our 5th type of fastener. I think that one is okay. All right. Fortunately, the wind's not so bad. We'll take these last sheet metal roofing screws out. That's the wrong size. Got me blaming the screw head. One there that I didn't see that is square head. And that other square head won't turn loose. Okay. Right tool for the right job, boys. Come out. Let me use this big screwdriver here. Oh, all of a sudden you want to play ball. There it is. Let me take you in for a close-up. Let's see. Turn this around. There we go. How thick is that plywood sidewall? There's not a spec on that. It's just weld wood, blah, blah, blah. It is 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. I used 1/2 inch on all of them in this era. And you see how they build up well, you've seen me build up the walls. Had the top rail They're always rotted all through here. Sometimes it'll last a little while. And you can see that this one came down to here, and then it caught that crease, and you can see how the whole thing came out and down. That roof is just, you really gotta, look how many long nails they put just right there to try to make it happen. It's gonna go. Otherwise, I mean, this was really from that. This window probably didn't leak. It caught that and came down here, probably. And it just kept coming down through there. Same thing on here. That whole deal right there. And then down here at the bottom, you can see why they were using screws. Yeah. Yep, that's what that looks like. We will take a couple more minutes and do the front and the back, or at least one of them. See what happens. I'm gonna have to peel away the J-rail. See if I can get you going here. That might be helpful. Let's see. Okay. These are just a full sheet right here on the back. Now I got all of these. It's probably gonna be easier to unscrew those sheet metal screws than it is going to be to try to jerk them off there. Those are pretty shiny looking screws on there, so I bet somebody tried to do this, and that's probably why Nikki got it so inexpensively. It's just, we did everything we can and it still sucks. So hey, have it. Which that's pretty common, honestly. So I think we come across a lot of our tore up little campers. We don't care. We're tearing them down anyway, right? So, other than it takes me extra time and effort to pull these apart, I don't care because I'm throwing it all away anyway. Except for a few cool parts. I'm gonna grab a couple of these while I'm standing here anyway. Looks like I've got one more exterior screw that I need to get. Let me get that Phillips head. We're just gonna manhandle it, I hope. Yeah, there it goes, popping right off. Okay. Now, a lot of times, most of the time, they stapled or put little nails in around these windows. Hope you can see me. I guess not. Around those windows. Otherwise, it won't turn loose. There it goes. Oh, didn't get that side. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong side. There it comes. All right, let me give you a quick tour. I think I can leave it on here actually. Can you, let's see where we're at. Nothing beats keeping them inside when you're not using them. Oh, for sure. Can you show us what one of those sidewall metal tie nail clamps look like? Where they join the sidewall panels together. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Excuse me. Oh, look at that. There you go. Here's one that's not rusted. And then on the inside, also use those little zigzaggy ones. Yep, that's it. Then back here, this is, look at that. Just some, I don't know if that's cedar. That might be cedar. Nope. It's really not showing signs of rotting, really. Then this is original. And that's not, that's a 1x3. We use a 1x4, but yeah. And that's just probably where the Luan came together. And so they ran across that way, be my guess. Yeah. Would it be better to use the new treated lumber they have now, and for longevity, it wouldn't be bad for your... I know it would cost more if the person requests it. I don't trust that treated stuff. It's treated with something, you know. But, as you said earlier, nothing beats keeping it inside. You know, even get a little cover for it in the winter. And then not shutting it up completely in the winter. Just always leaving a vent open somewhere is always good. All right, guys, I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna go inside, take a quick rest, and take my dogs out for a potty break. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I don't know if I'll do one tomorrow, but I might. Just hit that bell and it'll bring you on. All right, appreciate you guys. Let me see if I can get out of here.